It's raining, it's pouring, and the old man is snoring. I am out on my porch in the morning and the rain is coming down. Howdy, Readeropolis. Welcome back, welcome back. If you caught my last video, you already know we are officially riding with the June on the Range Posse this year, and today is the day we talk books. Specifically the books I'm planning to read this June. My TBR. Let's get into it. First up, Shane by Jack Schaefer. Now, if you watched my readathon video, you already know a little something about the particular ecosystem here at Readeropolis headquarters. Physical books operate on their own schedule. They surface when they want. They disappear when they want. They pretty much answer to no one. I have been meaning to read Shane for a couple of years. And every single time June on the Range season rolled around, where was my copy? Nowhere. Gone. Vanished into the void. It would show back up in the dead of winter, cheerfully sitting on the shelf like it had just missed its entire window. Well, not this year. I spotted my copy lurking in my reading pile during the Shorty September readathon last fall. And instead of reading it then, I made a decision. I looked at that book and said, I'm saving you for June on the Range. Pretty much out of spite. And then I kept it in my line of sight for months. Like a hawk, like a very literary hawk. And neighbor, it's still there. It made it. I'm reading Shane in June, and I'm petty enough to be genuinely thrilled about that. Next up, The Brothers McKay by Craig Johnson. That's Walt Longmire book number 22. So last year, I was on my library's Libby app looking for Western reads for June on the Range, and I stumbled across the Walt Longmire series. Now, here's the thing about Longmire. It's a Western that's not about a cowboy. It's about a sheriff in Wyoming. It's so good, and it's not a writing style that I normally like. It surprised me, too. I devoured more than half of the series in a single month, and I continued reading the series after June on the Range ended and finished up the whole thing by the end of the summer. I read the rest as they became available at the library, and I may have purchased a couple along the way. May have. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. Book 22, The Brothers McKay, comes out at the end of May. I didn't wait. I purchased the audiobook. It's happening. Let's just move on. Okay, book 3, Louis L'Amour's Desert Tales. I went to Phoenix in May and had a fantastic time. Truly fantastic. I love the desert. The desert loves me. It's a mutual appreciation situation. And I'm carrying that energy forward into June with Desert Tales. It just feels right. Also, I've been making a real effort this year to read more short stories, and this fits perfectly. Louis L'Amour is an absolute legend of the Western genre, and I am looking forward to spending some more time in that world. And then for book 4, I'm reading Dead Ringer, also by Louis L'Amour. I mean, the man is basically the king of the Western. Royalty deserves a double helping. That's my reasoning, and I stand by it completely. And this ties into something I mentioned in my readathon video. June is audiobook month, and I am celebrating in full fashion this year. Desert Tales, Dead Ringer, and The Brothers McKay are all going into my ears via audiobook. 3 out of 4 reads on audio? Yeah. I'm honoring the month. I am committing to the bit. Shane will be the one physical read of the bunch. And honestly, after keeping the saga of the book moving and hiding and me finding and reclaiming it, I feel like I've earned that read. So that's my June on the Range TBR. 4 books, 3 that are audiobooks, a spite read, a desert love fest, and more Louis L'Amour than I typically read in a single month. I couldn't be more ready. If you are doing June on the Range too, drop your TBR in the comments. I'd like to know what you're reading. And if you want to check out the rest of the posse, Michael K. Vaughan's announcement video is linked below. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Happy reading, partner.